Hello everyone and welcome back to week 11 of the Cartoon Football League. We are very close to the playoffs now. We have so many great matchups. Week 10 was probably the best week ever for this league. So we'll see what happens in week 11. I'm not sure yet if anybody can clinch a playoff spot yet, but we're getting close to that. Certainly teams like the Backyardigans and the Simpsons may have a chance this week or the next to clinch, so we'll keep an eye on that. First matchup is a good one. We got 6-3 Red Hot Dora taking on the 5-4 Chowder, trying to make a name for themselves. Let's see what happens in this one. Alright, so Dora continues their crusade of this league. They win yet another one, 27-0 shutout over Chowder. Next up, a game that probably doesn't mean much, but we always play these out anyway. 3-6 Sesame Street coming off their first win in quite some time over the 3-6 Muppets. Kermit did have a good game last week, just couldn't finish it off. Alright, so this game likely over, but the Muppets gonna get one more chance on this squib kick. It is tipped, Animals got it, and he will be taken down, so one Hail Mary left for the Muppets. Otherwise, it looks like Sesame Street is going to get their second win in a row. Kermit takes it on the final play of the game. He gets it off. Oh, there's actually going to be another play. That doesn't happen too often. All right, on the real final play from scrimmage, Kermit has it. He gets it off into coverage. It's caught by Hushmanzada. He needs to throw it back. He doesn't, and that's going to end the game. Sesame Street gets their second win in a row, 10-3 over the Muppets. Alright, next up we got the Smiling Friends, who have been struggling, versus Scooby-Doo, who I believe won their last game. I can't remember, but we'll see what happens in this one. Alright, so Smiling Friends in control of this one, up by 8, but Scooby's got one more chance to put something together here. Touchdown and 2-point conversion will tie it. Scooby throws deep on the sideline. It's knocked away by the Smiling Friends. Scooby on second down. It's a low snap. Dangerous. They're wide open. It's Daphne. Daphne down the field. It's gonna be a 94-yard touchdown. And they need to make this 2-point conversion to tie it up. Scooby and a lot of big bodies out here on the 2-point conversion attempt. They need to convert. It's incomplete now. They do have 3 timeouts and are going to have to get the ball back to have any chance to win. Pim hands this one off to Mr. Frog, who has a first down and more. He will not be taken down, Mr. Frog. 3rd and 16 now. Smiling Friends are 1 for 6 on 3rd down. Pim hands this one off one more time. It's Mr. Frog. He's taken down. Scooby-Doo's going to get the ball back with a little bit of time left. So they're not out of it yet, but with no timeouts, they have to be careful about how they play this. What will Scooby do? No pun intended. It's a deep pass. One-on-one coverage. A man is down there. It's Shaggy. They got to get down there to spike it. With 11 seconds left, will they have enough time? 10, 8, 7, 6. Oh, I don't know if they're going to make it. I don't know if they're gonna make it. Scooby, what are you doing? He was too slow. They can't get the spike off. Not everybody got down there. They should have won. What a finish here for Scooby-Doo. They lose 21-19. Alright, so after that crazy Scooby-Doo matchup, I feel like Scooby-Doo could have won in real life. I feel like they would have got the spike off in real life. Anyway, we got the Rugrats, who are on a streak right now at 4-5, a game behind being a division leader after starting off 0-4. Taking on South Park, who've started to slide. They've lost their last 2 or 3. South Park scored a touchdown late to make this look closer, but the Rugrats continue their run, now trying to make a push to the playoffs. They win 17-14. Next matchup, we got a really good one. 6-3 Jimmy Neutron looking to improve their great season versus 5-4 BoJack Horseman trying to make up last week's loss. Alright, it's a low-scoring game. Jimmy Neutron's getting the ball back now on their last chance. They got to score a touchdown to win it. Bad punt by BoJack Horseman. Jimmy Neutron will start at the 35. Neutron on 3rd and forever, looking for a man into double coverage. It's picked off, and BoJack Horseman gonna get the win, 6-0. Feel like it's been a while since Jimmy Neutron has lost on screen, so an interesting one there. Next up, we got 3-6 Foster's Home, taking on the 4-5 Airbenders, another team that has started to pick it up late. Let's see what happens in this one. Low scoring game in these rainy conditions. Foster's Home is going to get a win here. The Airbenders lose it 10-3. This matchup, does this have Game of the Year potential? 8-1 Backyardigans taking on 5-4 King of the Hill. I feel like King of the Hill is one of the best teams in the league despite that record. They just had some really unlucky losses to certain teams, pointing to the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, obviously. The Hill down late on a crucial third down. If they don't get this, do they risk sending the ball back to Tyrone and the Backyardigans? Big decisions to make. It's a deep pass. Hank has a man down there, and it's incomplete. Boomhauer, what are you doing? He didn't turn around in time, and it falls incomplete. Tyrone has not had a big game today, only 35 yards on the ground so far. It has been Uniqua in charge today. But I'm sure we will see Tyrone's workload increase on this drive. It's a handoff, and he is taken down immediately. Good defense by King of the Hill. Everyone in the stadium knows who this ball is going to, but can King of the Hill stop him? He is close to a first down, and he's taken down 3 yards short. King of the Hill still alive. Everyone lines up quickly. Bill Dozer to the left of Hank. He looks, he fires deep. He's got a man down there again, and it is tipped away and incomplete. 1 yard shorter than that. It's a corner blitz. Hank slips away, throws it deep. 3 receivers down there. It's incomplete, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth down. Hank drops back under center, looks around for a man, finds the bulldozer, but he's taken down short of the first down, and the Backyardigans are going to win it 14-7. So King of the Hill now on a slide a little bit. Let's see what happens in this 6-3 Looney Tunes versus 4-5 regular show matchup. Okay, so the Looney Tunes in danger of a loss here. They trail by 4 with 1:45 to go in the game. Bugs Bunny finds Marvin Martian, but it's incomplete. He couldn't haul it in. Tried to pull it in with one hand, and it's incomplete. Bugs on 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. He throws. It's incomplete. I wonder if they'll punt it at this stage in the game. They will, so kind of just giving up here are the Looney Tunes, but the regular show now in great position to put this one away. Benson takes this punt pretty much in field goal range now for the regular show. On 2nd and 7, Rigby once again hands it off to Muscle Man, breaks a tackle. He is very close to a first down. They give it to him, and that's gonna end the game. Regular show wins this one 10-6. Alright, next up we got Futurama, one of the best teams in the league, taking on SpongeBob, trying to run the table and still have a chance at the playoffs. Alright, it's a 14-14 game. Futurama has the ball. 2-minute warning just hit. It's a 2nd and 2 from the 15. Bender is going to be short of the first down, so a 3rd and 2, and now interesting decisions to make for both teams. Doesn't look like either will call a timeout, so both kind of just waiting to see how this shakes out. Futurama's been great on 3rd down all day, 4 for 7 on the day. SpongeBob tries to stop him. It's a play action pass. It's incomplete. SpongeBob's gonna get the ball back with 1:30 to work with. SpongeBob trying to get a statement win to prove that they're not bottom feeders in the league. Leckler punts this one to Patrick, who's back there. He has some room on this return, gets a block, jukes nobody, and he's taken down at the 43. So SpongeBob in great position here. Only need to go about 20 yards to get into field goal range. Each offense has been faced with a 3rd and short situation late in this game. Obviously Futurama didn't convert on theirs. Now SpongeBob has their own chance. Will they give it to Patrick? It looks like they might in this I formation on 3rd and 1. It's not a run. SpongeBob, it's incomplete. Now they're gonna have to punt it. Fry from the 48 on 2nd down, looks for a man over the middle. What a catch by Amy Wong. And now in field goal range, things look bleak for SpongeBob. Futurama snaps it with 3 seconds to go. The kick is perfect. Futurama holds on to prevent the upset, 17-14. Next up, we got Fairly Odd Parents taking on the Ninja Turtles, one team who has really improved this second half of the season versus a team that has kind of fallen off this second half of the season. Alright, Ninja Turtles down 3, always so gloomy in their stadium. They have 1:30, they're only down 3 points. Leonardo finds Greg Jennings, that's a gain of 8 and a good start to this drive. Here for the Ninja Turtles, Leonardo needs to convert, he does, this time he finds Rice. For a big gain, the drive continues. They run hurry up, they still have 3 timeouts, plenty of time to work with for the Ninja Turtles. Same sort of formation. Jennings has it. They're trying to strip it. He holds on. And Greg Jennings is up to the 38. Will the Ninja Turtles try to go for the win? They will. They continue to run a hurry up, trying to go for the jugular. They do not want to play for overtime. Wide open again is Rice. They keep running the same routes, and it keeps working. And the Ninja Turtles now inside the red zone against the Fairly Odd Parents. 10 from the 18, finally switching up formations here. Leonardo takes this one. Looks, he finds a man. It's Greg Jennings, and he is taken down at the 2-yard line. We'll see if the Fairly Odd Parents use one of their timeouts. No. The Ninja Turtles do. Going to talk about what to do on these next few plays. Again, they're running this formation that they love. He looks around. He's going to scramble himself, and Leonardo will score the go-ahead touchdown. A 2-yard rush, and they go ahead by 4. Fairly Odd Parents from their own 1 in danger of a safety here. But Ninja Turtles do bring the pressure, but Timmy gets the pass off, and it's, oh my goodness, Wanda drops an easy pass. Timmy under center, he snaps it on 4th and 16. Gotta have it here. It is incomplete. What are you doing, Timmy? And Ninja Turtles win this one 14-10, a great comeback from them. We got a game that doesn't really mean much, but Bob's Burgers is still in the playoff race, so it's 2-7 Pokemon versus the Bob's Burgers. Alright, Bob's Burgers has to punt on a 4th and 1 with about 50 seconds left to play, so Pokemon's gonna get one more chance here. Bulbasaur with a nice return. Bulbasaur, oh, if Bulbasaur broke to the right, he would have had a touchdown and we would have had a tie game. Instead, Ash gonna have to do his own job to get this team back in position to win. It's a blitz by Bob's Burger. Ash gets it off, and it's picked off. Pokemon gonna lose another one. Big win here for Bob's Burgers to stay in the playoff race. Next up, Phineas and Ferb, who are 4-5. They had a chance to go above 500, could not make it happen last week. Let's see if they can do it here against the Powerpuff Girls. Alright, good win for Phineas and Ferb here. Despite Powerpuff Girls being a bad team, they win 21-3 and they're back to 500. 4 games left this week. We have a good one here. 6-3, Rick and Morty taking on Hey Arnold, a team that is now at risk of losing their first place spot in their division. It looked like Rick and Morty had this one closed out. They were up 21-7, but Hey Arnold's pulled off a comeback so far. They're trying to finish it off now with 1:40 left. It's a deep pass, dangerous throw, and it's tipped and incomplete. Looking for, don't know who that was actually. Hey Arnold, 2nd and 10, wide open is Grandpa Phil. He is tackled at the 48, but a good pass and catch from Arnold to his grandpa. Arnold on 3rd down, gotta have it here. It is complete. It's Grandpa Phil again. Great throw and catch. And that puts Hey Arnold in field goal range. 2nd and 2 now, 1:03 left on the clock. 1 timeout left for Rick and Morty. Berman picks up the 1st down. He fumbles. It looks like they got it back. They did. Could have been a disaster. They had the 1st down. It's actually 3rd and inches now. So a chance still for Rick and Morty after all. 3rd and inches, biggest play of the game here so far. Arnold sends a man in motion. Berman picks up the 1st down. Rick and Morty takes their final timeout. If Arnold scores too fast here, that is not good for them, because now Rick and Morty has a chance. Berman does take this one in 2 yards. But now Rick and Morty has 44 seconds. They have no timeouts. So unlikely that they do score, but we have seen some crazy plays in this league. 2nd and 10, looks like they're going to try 4 verticals. There are 4 receivers on the field. Rick finds a man. It's Morty, and Morty's tackled inbounds. Dangerous by Morty there. Rick on 4th and 4. Looking long. He has some people open. It's going to be complete, but the clock is going to expire with only 7 seconds left unless they somehow get this off. Will they get the last play off? They don't. That was close though. They had a chance. Rick couldn't get the last play off, and Hey Arnold hold on to win this one 28-21. Games left. Here's one that doesn't mean much. 4-5 Flintstones taking on 3-6 Ed, Edd and Eddy. Pretty big win here for the Flintstones. They hold on to win 17-10. The Flintstones now starting to enter the hunt for the playoff race. Next up, we got the 6-3 Aqua Teen Hunger Force with a comfortable lead in the division, taking on the 3-6 Beavis and Butthead. Alright, take a look. Beavis and Butthead pulling off the upset here over the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. They win 17-6. Last game of the week, actually a really important divisional game. 8-1 Simpsons taking on 5-4 Family Guy. Family Guy really needs to win this matchup both for themselves and for the rest of the division, as the Simpsons have comfortable lead over everybody. Alright, Family Guy just put together a 48-yard drive to go up by 7, so trying to pull off this upset in a must-win game. Meanwhile, the Simpsons are going to get their chance to try and tie this up. 1:24 left on the clock. There's Homer and Bart. Homer on a third and very long. He goes deep. There's a man down there. It's caught by Marge. And the Simpsons, there's a reason they're 8-1. They tie it up at 14. What a play. Homer to Marge on 3rd and 18. You can't write it up any better than that. On 3rd and 6, Family Guy gonna run it. And Stewie has room. Stewie gets up to the 41. Huge play by Family Guy. Probably should have been a touchdown for Stewie. He just took the wrong approach. Peter first down. The Simpsons bring pressure. It's picked up. Lois has it, and Lois is gone. Lois to the 10, the 5. She's taken down at the 1. As Richardson goes in motion, it's a handoff to Stewie. He dives in. That's a touchdown for Family Guy. And the Simpsons will at least get the ball back once more for a final chance. 2nd and 11. Homer looks around. He gets the pass off. It's actually picked off, and that's gonna just pad the stats a little bit, make it a 2-possession game. Family Guy wins this one 28-14. Alright, as always, let's take a look at our standings. Jimmy Neutron still comfortably on top of this division at 6-4. Fairly Odd Parents and the Airbenders tied at 4-6, and SpongeBob at the bottom at 3-7. In the AFC South, the Looney Tunes still holding on to the division lead here at 6-4, but the Ninja Turtles and now the Flintstones tied at 5-5. Right behind them was Scooby-Doo, who probably should have won their last game. They're 4-6 though. They could have also been right behind here at 5-5. In the AFC East, the Regular Show now on top after Chowder has lost 2 in a row. They're 5-5. Foster's Home 4-6. Ed and Eddie 3-7. Anyone's division still here in the AFC East. In the AFC West, the Simpsons just had a huge loss against Family Guy. Futurama has won 3 in a row, so interesting to see how this one will shake out. Family Guy's won 3 in a row, so they're 6-4, and South Park has lost 3 in a row. They're 5-5. In the NFC, the Backyardigans continue to be the best team in the league at 9-1. Meanwhile, Dora right behind them, winning 6 games in a row. They're 7-3. Sesame Street at 4-6, and the Muppets at the bottom at 3-7. In the NFC South, BoJack Horseman somehow has the division lead. Rick and Morty lost their game. Meanwhile, Bob's Burgers and Phineas and Ferb tied at 5-5. This is still anyone's division too. In the NFC East, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, despite the loss, still lead the division. King of the Hill is 5-5, but they've lost 3 in a row. And then Beavis and Butthead and the Smiling Friends at 4-6. All of these teams still have a chance too. And finally, in the NFC West, Hey Arnold won their game, so they improved to 6-4. But the Rugrats also won, so they're right behind them at 5-5. Gonna be one of those teams. The Pokemon and the Powerpuff Girls at 2-8 don't really have much of a chance anymore. So we'll see what shakes out with those. A lot of divisions still up for grabs now. The last few weeks have changed everything. But let's take a look at the stats now. Alright, so SpongeBob continues to lead the league in passer rating, 104.6. Kildo is the leader in passing yards. Leader in passing touchdowns is still SpongeBob. And the leader in interceptions is now Scooby-Doo. Leading rushers, still Tyrone at 958. Bart behind him at 804. And Tyrone's still the rushing yards leader with 13. Even Boomhauer continues to lead the league in receptions. Boomhauer also leads the league in receiving yards, and Boomhauer still has the Triple Crown within reach with 8 touchdowns receiving. Thank you guys for watching Week 11 of the Cartoon Football League. We will see you in Week 12, the Thanksgiving week, of interesting things still to come in the Cartoon Football League, but we'll see you next week in Week 12.